Awesome. I will call to order the Conservation Commission meeting for Wednesday, March 25th, 2026, at 6 p.m. In attendance, Anthony Zampacini, Jason Gumpert, Tom O'Brien, and Megan Logan. First order of business is the approval of minutes. Did everybody have a chance to read all of them? For the first one's for 225.
For the laws rule thing, you'll print your name,
Okay.
you'll initial next to video, and then date and signature.
Okay.
And everything else.
What is
25th.
25th of March. Can I get a motion to?
I was,
He's got to abstain, he
I
wasn't.
have to abstain, I wasn't here.
Motion to approve the minutes, the open session minutes of 2/25/2026.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Everyone get a chance to read the 311.
Not in there.
They're not in yet.
Ah, all right, well then, we'll skip that.
Extension.
Got a motion to continue.
Make a motion.
I'll make a motion to continue.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Extension permit, DP file 150-0454, request for extension permit for order of conditions of municipal properties, rights of ways, easements, et cetera, applicant town of East Long Meadow, DPW, 60 Center Square, East Long Meadow, Mass. 01028.
So their blanket order for like general maintenance is expiring, and they're looking to get an extension for another 3 years before they'd actually have to like totally refile. It reads the same as any other order conditions, except for your special conditions. We can't change it, so it's either we extend it or we don't. It's general maintenance, and then it calls out, I mean, you're welcome to read it all for yourself, but the summary is that it's general maintenance, specifies they need to tell us, and it specifies that if there's a culvert replacement, that's a separate filing that doesn't, it's not covered under general maintenance, so.
So this would be a vote to approve
To
to
extend the permit.
By 3 years.
Okay, no,
This has been boilerplate for as long as I've been on the commission,
Yeah.
20 years.
Yep.
so motion to extend the permit for DEP file number 150-0454.
So,
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
it's monitoring.
Let's,
You want us to sign it? Yep.
Sign? Okay.
who motioned and seconded?
Oh, okay.
I made the or he made the motion, I seconded it, sorry.
And Tom. Where are we? You guys are next.
All right.
There are 2 copies, Alex.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
How are you guys?
Good, how are you?
James. Yeah, it sounds like it.
I think it was like
Think that door closed.
apartment thing or something. At first I saw car seats and I thought it was like one of those car seat trade-in events where you cut the straps, you bring your car seat in and they give you a voucher to go get a discount on another car seat.
Really?
Yeah, because car seats, there's a
Things you don't know?
lifespan. Or if you don't have kids that are that little anymore and they're still good car seats, you cut the straps and you can bring them into these special events. They give people vouchers to get new car seats.
Cool.
Kind of cool, actually, yeah. Yeah, it is pretty cool. It's Target, I think, does it. And they do, there's on all the different sites, there's a Buy Nothing Long Meadow, East Long Meadow.
We're on that, yeah.
Yeah, they announce it when it's coming up time, because they actually put an announcement when it's coming, say, okay, you can bring all your car seats here.
You gotta cut the straps on them?
You have to cut the straps, and, because people will post saying, hey, I'm looking for anyone who has car seats to go to the event. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh, my wife.
Yeah, absolutely, because they're so expensive.
Yeah, they are.
And they expire after like 5 years.
They do.
Yeah, they do
Exactly, yeah.
expire, yeah. Yeah.
So,
Buy the next one. I got one in the oven, so
what are you talking about?
I might.
I think they're like double now, when my kids were, they're double the cost now, it's crazy. Yeah.
Everything's crazy now.
Bottle of water is $2. Costs more money to fill my truck up with water than it would, yeah.
$7 at
$7 for that.
for water.
Thank you, Tony. Got a gallon of water in the grocery store, it's $3.99, it's like the same as gas.
4 pops up. Back to the meeting, project monitoring.
Yes.
PO 2025-01, stream alteration at 633 to 759 Summers Road.
I just want to run you through this packet I put together for you. We have the original in order, the comments that came with that original order from me. We have the last letter we sent out on the 13th of this month. We have an ortho of the whole parcel and the stream, and then we have what they submitted.
Yeah, for the engineer.
So they have all.
There was some confusion between the conflicting emails of I had two Alexes in my emails, and I told him when he was coming back from his Tampa trip, I think, right, or you were in?
Yeah, in Florida.
I sent the email and I sent to the wrong Alex and I sent him a screenshot of it. But we had wherever the date is on the literature there that you have, that's when I received engineered data.
Next page, Tony. There you go. That one, that's the letter and all the data behind it.
He had to sell his kidney to get the money to pay for that guy, so. No, just kidding.
I'm still recovering.
Who are you, each of you?
I'm a good friend of Jim, since I've
doing
been
the
this
work.
big.
I'm Jim.
Yeah,
Jim.
he's the owner. Talk to him.
He's the brains.
Yeah, right.
That's why I'm letting him do the talking. Ah,
Do we have initial comments on this that was returned, or?
No, because
Yeah, right, okay, got it. No, that's fine. I just was curious. Make sure I'm not missing something.
I did highlight, I think the only thing that was pertinent to the new submission, I just highlighted it in yellow on the original comments. So,
Oh, yes.
yeah, that was,
Because that's what's in question, right, is that it is a stream.
right.
That's a stream? It's not a name stream,
It's like some kind of intermittent.
I would call that an intermittent stream.
But yeah, so we had hired a couple different people to come out and we had some consultations, and two of the guys who came out, one was from Leveque, said, I can't calculate anything. I was bone dry when they got there. Like, what do you want me to calculate here? It's dry. There's no indication of moisture. Like they said that, it's just low. If it's wet, it's because it's lower than the road. But we finally got some water in there, and then the guy we hired there, he was able to calculate with all this data and some CAD program he had over 100-year table of how much water those pipes could keep up with. And it's like 500, the pipes are like 500 times the amount that you'd actually get. It could take, whatever he wrote in there.
Worst case scenario, 100-year storm.
Yes,
So is there more than one pipe?
there's two side by side, just like he calls it upgradient, it's the twin sisters of the pipes that are down gradient that we reinstalled that were dilapidated, and he needs access to get, remember the conversation we had? We replaced what was there, and he was having trouble crossing over them because he was scared that they were gonna collapse because they were metal pipes. We replaced them with ADS pipes, big 18.
Corrugated?
Yeah, 24 is like the town uses, the big $4,000 per 20 foot,
What's the diameter of these pipes?
24.
224 side by side?
24s. And that's what upgradient is, the same exact thing. So if it's making it through those two pipes over the course of the last, 50 years, it's gonna make it through the ones down gradient. Because he kept calling it upgradient, the engineer. He was out there a ton. I mean, if you drove by that month that was done, he was out there with,
Yeah, I know that area pretty well. I know that dries out, it gets super wet at times. There's no way in the world that there would ever be enough water to, where you'd be clogging up with two
Right.
pipes that size.
I think there's a couple of points here, right? One is delineation. Is it a stream? Is it an intermittent stream or not?
That is an intermittent stream, in my professional opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if it is, following the process to do any work on that, right? Like, that's the other reason we're here.
Like any further work?
No, anything you've already done and how to resolve it, right?
Yes.
What I don't see from the civil engineer is anything about delineation, where the work, where the work's been done in terms of its relation to the intermittent stream. I think that's one of the main issues we're dealing with, right?
I think he put is there a measurement in there that shows where it is, where the entrance is? I thought he put it in there off of like a topographical map.
Well, I think,
Topography map.
I don't know, I
It's
don't
this
think
little,
those
this
maps
little
are good
tiny,
enough,
this little
though.
tiny, this
Well,
right
it
here.
shows an arrow.
Wherever the entrance was, he wrote in there that it was, all, or like erosion control was there in place and stuff like that. He wasn't concerned about anything like that, and
We have no plan, right? Like, this was never,
right, well, we replaced, right, that's why we were here in the first place, and we were so apologetic at the time, because we didn't know, we were just trying to help a farmer, and I utilized my in-town resources to do so, and I didn't know there was no water, it was bone dry, he was just trying to cross it to get to his barn to feed his sheep, and we replaced them, and then we dealt with the aftermath of the town saying that we crossed boundaries and, all this other stuff, that we didn't do it systematically, so. But that's what got us here in the first place, and now we're trying to deal with the aftermath of trying to do it the right way.
yeah.
It probably would have been a lot easier if we started by contacting Alex and going through the motions, but,
How many years has it been there now? 3?
yeah, 2.5.
Yeah,
Right, yeah,
that's about right, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
Fast.
but one of the best, I don't want to say it, but it's one of the best looking coverts in the town. I mean, I've seen them all, it's clean, it's, like I said, it's bone dry half the time. I would say 60% of the year it's bone dry. The other 40 is when we get a heavy rain, or there's snow melting, their water accumulates, but
My personal feeling is I'm pro-farm, and it is to access sheep. It is a farm in town that's active. I've seen enough farms go by the wayside in this town. It is just an old farm drainage ditch that was designed for the diversion of water so that the fields would stay dry. Part of that property to the right's wet, but the entrance and egress has been there for a long time, and it's stabilized. And I don't really see any upside in having it dug up at this point. This is me personally, because what's the upside? We're gonna lose a active sheep pasture, or make it difficult for the farmer to access it. So
yeah,
my
that's,
sort of personal feeling, the board may want other things or have different feelings, but that's just my personal feeling on it.
well, Jim's not getting any younger, and like I said originally, the gas company has that right away to the other crossing, and they're blocking him 80% of the time with all their trucks doing gas company work, and that's why we tried to reclaim that other access, so he doesn't have to huff it. His truck's out there full of hay. I mean, he doesn't have to huff it from, what's that, 700 feet away? 700 feet to the barn.
Whatever it is.
Is it 700?
I don't know, I don't count.
It's roughly, I think it's roughly.
You guys possess a right of way through that easement the gas company owns? Or that's their,
That's,
on his property?
It's there right
it's
away.
on his property, though.
It's their easement.
So they block it, he can't really tell them all to move,
Yeah, I don't know the legalities of it.
They stage up pretty heavy. If there's activity going on there, it's not just one truck, there's like 6 of them. They're working on the main, that's like the main hub for the
Yeah,
gas. in that.
especially when they were doing all the tree work and stuff like that, the place was blocked.
They gated it, right? It's fenced,
Did it?
Yeah,
so they blocked the access to the farm.
60, 70% of the time he goes there, it's blocked. And that's the rationale for,
I've seen them do it, but it's just couldn't do it.
yeah. That's the rationale for reclaiming that other spot, just so he doesn't,
And do that.
he's not getting any younger.
Maybe.
God forbid something happened to him too. The fire department would have a way to get to him versus having to go, it's like 700, I think it's 700 feet if I had to put my tape on it. I think it's about that. Probably says it in there, how far it is from the other one.
It actually says it.
So I kind of agree. Tom, if I understand what you're saying, it's, I don't think there's any issue with the idea that this got built, or this was a project that you wanted to do. I think it's a question of, was there any, from our, as like, Conservation Commission, was there any, anything that, well, I probably should have been an RDA first, right, as sort of a, first step before anything got built, at least?
This would have been, it's a stream crossing, so it would have been a notice of intent,
Okay.
if they had come at that time, yeah.
Yeah, and what I'm not clear on from what you've submitted so far is if anything needs to be done to, to do, to fix any potential damage that was done, or if there's anything that needs to be, anything that was disturbed in the intermittent stream setting that hasn't been done yet.
Right. I think at the end, it might, I don't want to interrupt or quote anything in there, but I think it says in there that everything's stabilized.
It does say in there.
I don't know what page it's on, but I did read it months ago. I've read a lot since then.
Yeah, culverts are 40 feet long and have approximately 5 feet of cover over them. Side slopes are approximately 2-1, horizontal to vertical, and appear well stabilized and revegetated.
Yeah, there's already like full vegetation on them.
Erosion control wattles are still in place.
Yeah, there's wattles still in place. We didn't take those out yet just because, why not, why take them?
Has anyone from the board visited the site?
He has,
I was just out there recently looking at it.
Didn't we go last week?
yeah, we were already out, so.
There was some water running, but it was runoff.
Thank you.
How'd it look? Looked like it was doing a job?
Yeah, I mean,
Plus, there was no washouts over there or anything like that?
no.
Yeah.
I think what originally got the town
like Tom said, that had to be a
was all that, like there was.
trench.
He was a farmer, he took the burlap bags, he put the rocks in them, and he was just putting, to make it look nice, and I think that's what drew attention to it, and that's why we ended up here, but we should have been here since day one, starting the process like it's supposed to be, now that we know, obviously.
Are you putting up a new gate?
So we got.
I saw some posts there when I,
Felix gave us the green light to, prior to all this, told us that we had the curb cut or whatever, we got approved for that, and we were gonna start the process, just putting that apron in, so that, I think the town, that's the protocol, if you're using an entrance, you need to put the apron in. But we were in the process of that, and then we kind of got, Alex had made a call, and we had to get the engineer out there to confirm that everything was up to snuff, and we kind of backtracked, and now we're trying to move forward, but I'd have to follow back up with that. I'm assuming a curb cut's probably only good for a certain amount of time, right?
I don't know if they expire, but what were the requirements for, I think you had to pay, yeah, you said in April, like how far back did you have to pave
I
in?
think it was 15 feet by 40 feet
feet.
wide, and he wanted like 12 inches of hard pack, and I have it written down at my desk, but it was like 12 inches of hard pack, 3 inches of some other dense grade material, and then he wanted asphalt. But then we raised the question, every farm, you go down 83, all has 3/4 gravel going in it. It's just he's looking at everybody else. Oh, they got rock, the Apple place got rock, all these other places have rock, and they want him to put 15 grand into an apron that no one else has. So I don't know. We're just gonna try to get it right, but.
So I'm just gonna point out that that project will have to come before us already again. So they are gonna be in front of us again for that, because of the proximity to the stream. So when you're making decisions tonight, just keep that in mind. Paving in that area, putting on crushed stone, potentially
Yeah.
changing the grade a little bit.
Yeah, it's like, what, is it 50 feet from the stream?
Yeah.
50 feet away?
I don't remember anymore.
It's like 50 feet
Yeah.
from the pin, yeah. So the 50 feet or 60 feet from the actual stream, so yeah, they only want 15 feet, so you're not anywhere near the stream if you put the apron in anyways, but,
Well, if it's inside of a put a buffer zone for that, then we do need to know about it.
Is there,
something.
is there a specific measurement that,
100 feet is what,
100 feet?
Buffer, yeah.
yeah, from that stream, so it's in the vegetated wetlands or the bordering vegetated wetlands. Yeah, so you have to come before us, that would be a notice of intent or an RDA? Probably an RDA.
We'd need to see the plan.
Yeah,
Probably go out and look and measure too, if we could.
I think Felix is the one who did the actual plan. I don't know if that sounds right or not, but he sent me someone from the town sent me a sketch of what they wanted and with the depths and everything like that. And Gary Turnberg was gonna help me, pro bono to help him out to excavate it and get it prepped for asphalt.
I think an RDA would qualify on that, just because of the distance. It's just an intermittent stream that literally is bone dry at times of the year, and maybe if that thing gets 6 inches deep, that would probably be on the wettest part of the year.
Yeah, I don't really, I mean, when I went out to measure with the DPW, that was more than a year ago now, so I don't remember exact distances. But knowing that they have to come back.
Sure.
One thing to consider is that you could encompass all of this under, one permit, which is, I think we mentioned that in one of these letters, or at least in one of our meetings, that being an option that you guys considered.
Oh, yes,
So it's not several different
right.
things going on, depending on what you want to do.
Request for determination of applicability regarding both the apron and the existing work that's now 3 years old and grown over.
Potentially, yeah. Something to consider.
If we had, yeah, I mean, if there was work to delineate future work, we could use that and look back at what you've already done.
Right.
So that would, I think, make things easier on you than asking you to do more delineation now, like Tom said, on something that's already like grown in and
Right.
I don't know how others on the board feel about that, but. Sorry?
Okay. What do we need to actually,
Yeah,
I don't vote, do we need to vote on anything, or do we need to do anything specifically?
I
or-
think we need to pick up, well, you need to pick a path forward first, and then,
Got it.
right.
I mean, that, everything pivots on that, so.
Okay, got it.
I can answer more after I know.
No,
what you wanna
that's
do.
fair, Alex, that's fair, no.
I'm glad we're having this discussion, because Felix kind of gave us the green light. He said, get the apron and how to do it before the winter, and now we're dealing with this.
He's thinking about the stormwater, and he's thinking about muddy tires tracking the road and then going in.
I have no clue, yeah.
That's what, exactly what he's thinking.
I mean, I had people, yeah, like I said, I had my buddy looking to help, and he was like,
Fine.
no, and then we heard from you, and I was like, okay,
15 foot.
put a halt on all this.
And put 12 or 15.
No, he was great. Maybe I misunderstood. I don't want to throw anybody
Into something.
Oh, no,
I
he's.
just, I might have misunderstood what he meant, but I thought we were,
Fine.
No, you're fine.
he was telling me what to do, like with the depths and all that. I thought,
I'm not gonna watch this.
we have an open dig safe ticket still, so I'll just keep renewing it, but I don't know if that matters or not, but.
It's easier than getting it redone.
Yeah.
So Liz, what do you think? Make a motion for an RDA to come back for the apron?
Yeah, and maybe we just include everything in that, like, the scope of everything, so it's like documented, and then we can have it on file. Basically encompass like all of the things through the RDA.
Yeah, how do we put those into one? So we're taking this project and applying that to the next RDA for the apron?
You just
Just
include everything that was already completed, and then the upcoming work to put the apron in, into the entire RDA.
It would still need to be, you would still want to plan for that, right? With like a delineated plan sheet with like
Yeah.
proposed conditions.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
I'm pretty sure we do, yeah, right?
Just so they know,
How do we vote for something that doesn't exist?
Well, no, I think we just have to we don't have to vote, right? We just come, okay, this is our plan going forward, is we are gonna do an RDA.
An
We're gonna
extension?
include,
Want to make them,
Yeah, because this is not, yeah.
It's just an
this is
enforcement
Project
order.
Monitor.
yeah, do we just extend?
we would just modify, like either dissolve or modify it to just set a new binding date.
Okay.
to keep it open, and it would just be now, it's
It's going to be turned into this.
submit us the plans for the final product, right? If that's the path you want to go, that's
No, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
my recommendation, is come to an agreed upon date.
Date, timeline, okay.
So who do we speak with on that? Is we'd have to come back with what kind of plan? Who would I speak to for that?
Well, it's up to them more than me, but
Okay, so I should be.
typically, it would be like delineations and a plan that shows just the proposed conditions in that area.
Okay, so like whatever the measurements that the town gave us, you just want to see kind of like the Smitty have to get involved in this, or?
Survey, you mean?
Like, do I need to like draw it up, to have them sketch it up, or like, how do you want it proposed? Like, we can sketch it up on a paper, or? The stakes are already there, but,
What we typically see is a wetlands consultant who delineates and also describes the work that's going to be done. And a professional could give you the right format of how that should be presented to us, so that we can make it.
okay,
If it's an RDA, then we can make a determination of if it's applicable or not.
okay.
And I think one of the things we're talking about as part of the conditions here is saying that we want to see sort of a list of different details in that kind of a submission to us that covers the work that was already done and anything you're doing, like you said, with a driveway or whatever. Does that summarize it, right?
Well, yeah, but I'm gonna tell you historically, like, you can hire a professional and a surveyor and go to great lengths.
Right.
We've also had members of the public come before us with drawn sketches.
Yeah, I just didn't know when to come in here with something that you guys wouldn't approve on, so I agree, just to scale it with measurements and all that stuff, we'll do.
Scale it with measurements.
And I think if you
Easy enough.
include everything that you already have submitted
Sure.
as well, and then the new,
Okay,
The new
so
apron.
you guys would hold all that literature that, from the engineers that you guys have the copies of, we would come before you with the measurements on the apron in relation to what the town had advocated for, and then you guys would make a decision. I'm really confused about the RDA thing.
yeah, it's a request for determination of applicability. So basically, we're trying to make this as easy for you guys as possible.
I appreciate it.
It's a ton of money. So if you fill that out, and you can work with Alex to fill out the form, he can share the form with you. If you have
Okay,
questions about
thank you.
it. He can tell you where to.
All right, that's what I wanted to know, because I'm like, we're going to leave here and we're.
No, it's a form, and you can fill it out. You can include what the engineer's given.
Okay.
The thing that we are missing, though, from what's been done is like a sketch of where that work took place. And
So we need to, we'll sketch it out, we'll put it,
Yep,
okay.
yeah, and then a sketch of what you're going to do with the whole apron part and all those measurements. That'd be the secondary part of that, and everything from Felix.
Sure, yeah, I just think that's his protocol for
Yep.
an apron and the measurements he had. provided.
Absolutely, and you can put in that you're requesting to do the stone and not the asphalt. If you're gonna go back and argue that with the town, that's totally fine. Either way, you can do two.
Would that be with you guys, or would that be with somebody else? Like the stone, if we want to do a stone apron, who do you?
I mean,
I would think Felix.
Town, that's.
the town, I mean,
That's the town.
Yeah, you
like,
can
if you're
mention
gonna go
that.
to them and say, hey, we want to do this instead, then just.
I might do that.
Packet, I mean,
This-
yeah,
I mean,
The money's running out, I mean, you know what I mean? I don't want to make, if
Yeah.
he can, if he could make the argument, I think we're going to try to do that, because you know how much asphalt is, you know?
Yeah.
yep, absolutely. And then when you get everything all filled out and everything, you would just submit it, and I think, is it an online, or he sends it in?
It's
or-
online.
It's online,
Yeah, now we do it, it's just easy, you don't have them show up.
yeah,
Oh, so I just go on the conservation area, and the,
It'll say apply online, yeah, and you can do it all there, and if you have any issues with it, usually nobody does, I've got it pretty polished now, but it keeps you from having to come in and out of the office.
sure, okay, I can do, I'm sure I can figure it out.
and then as soon as it's submitted, Alex will let us know.
And then we're back on the agenda.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep, absolutely. Yeah,
so we should probably consider like, between the two of you, like an agreed upon, like realistic date.
Sure.
of when you think you'll have it filed and submitted.
I guess I just have to work with the town, the Felix, right? And he'll kind of,
Yep,
Delegate.
for the asphalt part, yeah.
he'll just say, hey, you got to do this, you got to do that. I understand your argument, maybe you can get away with doing this or something.
Okay.
I'll get to him, hopefully get to him this week. And then, if I don't, it'll be the beginning of next week.
Do you want to say 2 meetings from now, just.
When would that push us out?
That would be,
From now?
We could,
Oh, that's long.
we could do April 22nd or May 13th. That's
the next,
more realistic.
22nd, May, whenever you're ready.
Because you're gonna have to move quick if it's gonna be the 22nd. It's a public hearing, so it needs to be posted in the.
Yeah, we'll do the 22nd. I mean, I can make this, I can make the drawing in relation to all the measurements there. We have all that. He paid extensive money for Beck to do something originally. I have everything I need for,
totally cool. Yeah, we have to be able to do the public.
Okay.
The public hearings, it's an RDA.
and then we'll provide that sketch, and then whatever Felix provides me for what kind of product he wants and the end result to be. And I can bring it to you guys, and you guys make a decision.
You just include all that in the submission.
And the scale, make it relative to like the gas pipeline, because that's hard fixed structures that
Okay.
laymen can, or everyday people can look at and say, oh, all right.
Okay, they can pinpoint that to that, okay, in relation to that measurement.
Otherwise, if there's no relevance to,
Okay. Yeah, we have the whole big blueprint we could bring it to if you want to see it. All right, that sounds good.
Okay,
Do you guys want to just consider, like, we expect it on the 20, we expect to hear you two again on the 22nd, but maybe just set it for the 13th, just so it gives them a grace period in case there's a delay?
13th of May.
2 weeks beyond?
Yeah, so that way, just so that way we don't have to, like, discuss it again if there's not, and
Yeah,
they just.
no, we're
I
good
mean,
with
we
that.
could-
So-
We could.
You can push it as far as you want.
We're not in a
Yeah,
rush.
we'll expect the 22nd. If anything happens, we know that we can push it to the 13th if we need to.
That's perfect.
Agreement.
I appreciate that.
So you want to just continue this enforcement order to the 13th of May, or whenever they come before us with an RDA?
We should continue it to the 22nd, but like, we should set the deadline in the enforcement order at least, or you should consider setting it to the 13th, so that way it doesn't,
Got it.
like,
Yep.
so it doesn't expire.
So
All
let's
right.
extend it to the 22nd. The public,
This may go for not. I need it.
So we'll amend the order to request them to put together a plan and have it filed with us by May 13th. And then if you have everything and you're ready to be on an agenda for the 22nd, that's great. That's what you should consider, just to give them a window.
makes sense.
All right, make a motion to amend the enforcement order to extend it to April 22nd with a hard line of May 13th, 2026.
Yeah. And then we'll continue it to the 22nd. So we'll next discuss it at that time.
Continue it to the 22nd. I get all that?
All those in
Can you
favor?
repeat that?
I understand.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, cool.
Who seconded that? It was Tom,
I
made it,
think I
seconded
I
it?
think Tony seconded it, yes.
No, I think I should-
I'm sorry, Jason, I meant Jason.
All right, give Jason one.
Thank you.
So my first step of business is to file that form on the town website.
The first step will be to talk to DPW upstairs, to know exactly what your project is going to
Okay,
be.
yep.
And then once you have like the plans together, like all of that, you'll file your plan with the application online. And when you get to that point, I'll follow up with an email tomorrow, but like when you get to that point, if you have any questions, I can help you with it.
All right, thank you.
You guys are all set? Yeah.
Thank you guys so
appreciate
much
it,
for your
thank you.
time.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Project monitoring, EO
Rest of your meeting there. Thanks, Alex.
2025-06, violation at 30 Vineland Ave.
Okay. Well, we have good news. I called Sally and somebody helped her hire somebody, so I reached out, she said she thinks she hired Levesque to put a restoration plan together, but she wasn't positive, so I sent him an email right at the end of the day before I left, just to confirm. So, but she did meet the deadline with somebody.
Cool.
And then, so really, the only thing to really review is the updated photos that I took a couple weeks ago when I went over there with the building commissioner. The first photo is of the discharge wetland from the gutter system. And then the rest you can just figure yourself. I just know that one, it's hard to see the pipe.
photo is the first one?
So the pipe is right in the shadow. First one.
Like,
Oh, that one,
Yeah.
okay. That's the pipe?
This is the
Oh,
pipe.
that's crazy, yeah, that's just hard to see, it's right here.
Oh,
Yeah, it's difficult.
And that collects all the.
Nice.
We're all getting calls tonight.
Apologies for that.
It's okay, mine rang earlier.
And the two trees that were, I guess,
Oh,
was
there's,
that part of that, were those part of the cutting that was done?
I mean,
Yeah,
there's
the-
pictures of a lot more than two.
Those
Yeah,
were the
those are
two
the
that
only two you
were-
can see in that picture.
Yes.
Yeah. These are all new pictures that are in here that you haven't, unless you've seen them on the portal. I put them on the portal for you to see, the Google Drive.
All those,
Is that the corrugated pipe from a gutter?
Yeah,
going right into the stream.
Some of those trees are big.
Yeah, they're
yeah,
huge.
and there. So just to give you better eyes on it, because I know not everybody went out,
Yeah.
so.
I didn't even see it.
It's right here, Ken. Look, right here, see that, is the black
Oh, I
pipe.
thought that was a shadow.
No, it's the black
Some of them
pipe.
have the limbs or the trunks even left, still on the site. Some of them are not on site.
Yeah, we asked them to stop.
Yeah, because
Or if
all
we
of
issued a
the
cease and
entire
desist.
road trees.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So for this one, are we just waiting to hear back to see who she hired and what, and the plan, is that?
Right, so she is supposedly on schedule with the deadlines.
Okay.
So, and let me see what the next, if I go back to the order, like what we're expecting for the next. Yeah, we're not gonna hear anything for her again until the 18th. When there should be some level of, some plan together
Got it.
to look at. Just like the existing conditions of the site delineations, that's what we should be expecting.
Okay.
But yeah, there's nothing to do there because everything's
They're
timely.
Okay, that's perfect. I think we're good until we hear from whoever it is she's hired.
So we're good on that one?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, EO 2025-05, carts and other debris in brook and bank at 406 to 46 North Main Street.
This is the Stop and Shop Plaza, right?
Right, so Tony and I went out
Yeah.
last week. And since we were already out and about, I decided, we can't get a hold of them through the information on the property card, the registered owners. So we went in the Stop and Shop and talked to a manager there who gave me a phone number for a contact for the property owners. Since we had discussed the carts that are like in the brook that they definitely don't know are there, that are like way back.
Totally don't know.
The dumping in, just behind the buildings has continued. It's definitely, like, just the same as last time. It's a combination of
Yeah.
people going back there and then stuff like, that's just like the stuff in the bins. It's definitely either like blowing out of the bins or whatever, yeah. So I put together this, I just changed the description to include not just the carts now, to include the other debris that's by the buildings in the brook to clean.
Can we ask
that
them
up.
for a plan to, like, I don't know, prevent it from happening?
Right.
More frequent cleanup, checkup,
They were
something like
responsive.
that?
Put up a
They were,
solid,
they're responsive, were they not last time?
Yeah, it seems like they might have changed owners because we had, when we had,
I was thinking.
yeah, when we had issued the enforcement order just for those carts more recently, that it kept bouncing back, like it kept coming return to sender, no address.
And they were,
So it seems like they might have changed hands, but whoever owns it now, we allegedly have a phone number for them, and I just haven't called them because I didn't know if you wanted to amend this to include the dumping that's
yeah, we should absolutely include the dog.
back again. But yes, they were responsive, whoever, the previous owners, yeah.
We put signs up that
there were already signs up,
say what?
no dumping,
Anything else?
right on the edge.
I mean, if I,
Said no dumping, whatever.
if someone sees a sign and doesn't see a camera, they're gonna do whatever they want.
I
So,
don't even know if there's,
I think there's been a homeless encampments back there,
you think?
yeah. And those carts didn't walk themselves over there, and they're
No,
all
they
labeled.
did not.
Also, some of
I
those,
think that would make sense is that people are living back there, utilizing the carts as
Some of those carts look old enough that even I've never seen that design before. Some of them have been there for a while, but there are some newer ones.
It might be aimed.
That's what I said.
I think there's an electric one in there too, isn't there?
Yeah, that was the bigger
Electric
concern, is there's an electric one in the front.
Nice.
Yeah,
Homeless must have got tired. Back in style.
oh, some more place,
Yeah.
joy riding.
I mean, it doesn't look like an encampment. It's not like there are tarps or,
I'd like to know.
Yeah, but you know, so that goes down a hill to the brook, and then it goes up an embankment to the old
70s.
railroad.
Oh, wasn't it
Look at
before
how
DEP
stinking-
though?
yeah.
And then if you go over that,
EPA for
There is-
72, 3.
so go down the bank behind the Stop
I'm
and Shop.
wondering when
He's
this,
wondering when
when
this
this
site
Like
was
there.
built.
built.
Oh, pre-wet
And I-
protection act.
It does,
I was
think?
wondering.
They wouldn't build that now.
This is,
railroad,
no, this was in,
bike path, or just a walking path,
I think the building's like 50,
where it comes out on,
50s.
the water goes underneath the
oh, no, no, no.
railroad track.
I remember when they
That's where
tore
the
down
carts are.
Oh,
furthest end building, they made windows for
There's,
Anderson windows.
I don't know what the access
And they tore that down, and that was in the
they got from Stop and Shop.
70s,
Got
late
stuff
70s,
across.
maybe, or, no,
He's asking
80s.
me if it was.
Because this was a whole brand new, there was nothing there, this was a whole brand new complex.
Yeah,
I can recheck the property card for the age.
Tom,
yeah.
when did they build this complex? Late 70s? I know it was AMP.
Remember the fruit stand there? It was, if I'm dating myself. So it would have been, well, there was Brockway Smith there, and they tore that down.
That's it, Brockway Smith. That was in the 80s they tore that down.
Yeah, that sounds right. Like late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah,
Maybe the property card is just dating the parcel then, because I think I'm pretty sure it says
because
something.
there was a gas station up front, Gas Town. That was up the
It's
street.
probably dating the parcel
Yeah.
itself.
So this was all new, and I was just curious, who approved this?
Right.
You know, you're not even
I
50
don't even
feet.
know.
You know, you see a lot of this.
But yeah, let's include,
Yeah, that wasn't even there. Brockway Smith was there on the right where the parking is.
Yeah, there was a.
And there was a fruit stand in the front, and then that got torn down, and they built that. There was a gas station up front.
Yep.
I mean, when was the last time that we had this situation in the exact same spot? Like
Here,
less than a year ago?
yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
last year, yeah.
about the same time.
I think one of the only ways you're gonna prove is putting a solid fence,
Fence,
like a 6-foot.
Yeah.
And I'd been back there numerous times since then, and it was clean, like they were definitely maintaining it for a while. So I don't know what happened recently, what's going on there now.
Who knows, maybe it's like a wind tunnel back there. People get in those dumpsters, they leave them open.
It could be, you never know. I mean, that's,
Because I don't think people are actively dumping back there. It just looks to me like litter and debris from stuff blowing out of those dumpsters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know, maybe here and there, people are going back there and,
Some of the
yeah,
area,
there's some tires and stuff, so somebody definitely is.
Somebody threw
Somebody's
tires
definitely
down.
I don't think that, yeah, I wouldn't say that like the stores are actively just pushing it over the edge, yeah.
no, I don't think
I don't think that's the case.
their nature or people being littering.
I would say most of it looks like it was blown out of a dumpster. I mean, can we get them to put locks on the dumpster?
Somebody was building a new house.
I don't know about that,
I mean, having a dumpster, if all your stuff's gonna come out.
right,
Right.
A lot of stuff.
I mean, if we just put in there that we need a mitigation plan of how to prevent it from happening.
so yeah, maybe this time we need more than just a plan to clean it up, but we need a plan to keep it clean.
Yeah,
one
plan
is
to
the
keep
dump,
it.
one is preventing dumping, and two is maintain,
Okay.
taking care of your dumpsters and not letting trash blow around.
Yeah, having them clean it every 9
separate
months
things.
is gonna be,
Get a camera.
That's
Right.
crazy, and it's also probably hard for them too to do that.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
sure.
Oh, cleaning out.
Because they have to keep getting down that steep hill, which is crazy.
It's not safe.
Yeah.
We should go and look
So,
behind Rockies again.
Oh, we should, shouldn't we?
okay.
Yeah, that was a mess.
Once that brush starts to bloom, you can't get in there. You'll
No, I
get
know,
all
you
cut
I
up.
say
can't.
we don't
Probably like a wind
do anything
tunnel.
until we hear from them and just wait to.
Well, no, we need to amend the enforcement order to get to the new owners, though.
Okay.
So it's all inclusive.
We need to, well, the property card still says it's this LLC, so it's gonna still have to be this LLC, because that's all we know.
Right.
But we should amend it to, like, I was proposing we amend it to include the additional dumping, but if we're gonna go for, like, we also want a management plan,
Yeah, we do.
I'll need to add that. We should probably talk about what we're looking for roughly, even if it's just vague, so I have something to tell them.
Do you think they'll send a rep to one of our meetings?
I don't know.
I don't know where.
You know, you could turn the heat on them, because if the phone numbers change, that's kind of suspicious to me. And it's still the LLC, so either
Yeah,
they've shifted management and have a different view, or something's happened.
yeah,
You could always put pressure on the tenants, because it shouldn't be too hard to take a walk back there and find labels and find out the origin of the trash,
right.
by the shopping carts, by the packaging,
Yeah.
and you can
You'll be
make
able to
a
tell if it's
reasonable
coming from
assumption.
the store or
Yeah.
someone's something.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if we want to amend it to include some kind of a plan, like, is that still what we want to do for, in the time being?
Yeah.
That's,
To request a plan from them.
that's like a management plan.
Yeah, management plan.
Yeah. Okay,
And word it to say to prevent and not just to,
yeah.
Yeah, to prevent
prevent.
further dumping.
So, yeah, okay, so that could be locked gates, or it could be bumped maintenance,
Cameras,
right,
Fences, cameras, lock gates, whatever they
This shows
feel
it's
is,
the-
yeah.
That's the.
But if they put a 6-foot chain link fence up there, no one's
that's not
gonna
gonna, yeah, the debris will still be
Okay, yeah.
on it.
go onto the fence, but it won't go in the stream though.
You know, it's like a swampy.
Good clean up.
Continuation for caustic,
yeah.
Something like that.
and, that's where all the shopping carts are.
From throwing.
Somebody got them,
That'll
Already
prevent the
here.
tires, exactly, yeah.
probably had to do an end around and then
Yeah.
dump
I think
it.
one's hanging from a
because it's
tree.
clean all back there.
Swing.
That but even if there is an encampment back there,
Good question,
that
Alex.
makes me think
We will just need to set
majority.
some kind of a deadline, like that's how these operate, is they
And if it's behind a building, there probably is a window.
Next step then,
Yeah.
for you to provide us something to review and approve before you send it to them.
This is kind of what it is, so I would
Just amending.
I would just include the plan to dump. So I mean, I could add that wording and then bring it back for the next meeting, but,
I'm okay with you adding it unless you
Yeah.
guys want to see
No,
it
I'm fine.
again.
Fine with me.
Should we say April 22nd?
where are we at?
Gives them,
Yeah, it gives it time for that actual certified mail to travel and,
and yeah, and it gives them time to come up with a plan and, yeah. Are we good with that, you think? On that?
yeah, we could just motion to amend the enforcement order to include the additional information.
And give it a deadline of April 22nd.
Not me, I can't see.
Don't need to see anything.
Huh?
Don't need to see anything.
Who's gonna make this motion, please?
Where's Jason?
Do we need a motion?
We do need a motion to amend the order to include a management plan and the bank embankment and a deadline of April 22nd.
I make a motion to amend management plan and,
The enforcement order, yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
the enforcement order of a management plan. And what else?
You need to read the enforcement order number.
Entertain them all.
You can just say to amend the enforcement order with the changes noted.
Can I?
Okay.
That can make it easy.
Okay, I make a motion to amend the enforcement order 2025-05 with changes noted.
Second?
All's in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anything else?
Staff report.
All right. You're up, Alex. Planning and Community Development Department staff report.
All there really is, some of you are already aware, when Tony and I went out to Nelson Street on last Thursday, we saw some individuals across the way on Orange Street, just outside where the table saw. It just looked like they were just replacing boards on their porch, so nothing relevant. And then Monday morning, I got pinged on something called OpenGov, which is where like everything gets submitted online now. And I have it set up, so if a building permit comes in and it's within a specific distance of a resource area, it pings conservation, so I can review it. And they have started work on an addition pretty close to the wetland, and they've now stopped. Both the building commissioner, like this has been without permits from either department, so like the building commissioner stopped it, and we both talked to the person doing the work. But Liz, you said you wanted to issue a cease and desist to be thorough, considering the confusion last time. So I just have that for you.
Okay, yeah, I can sign.
Yeah. So you literally just need to sign on the bottom.
Thank you. Just so we have it in writing that we also were,
Very good, Liz, very good.
Where was that?
So it's Orange Street, it literally is the backyard behind the Nelson Street property we just heard at the last meeting, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of strange
It's
things.
right across the little wetland area back there.
Yeah, so,
Live down there.
lived over there, yeah.
Oh, my God.
off fuels is,
Where?
That thing.
off fuels on North Main, you know where Jiffy Lube is?
Yeah,
All right, so you're coming from here, Jiffy Lube's on your right, take the next left,
okay,
and then it goes down and it S turns.
yep,
And then once you get past the S turns, Orange Street's on the right, right?
Yep.
Orange Street's on the right.
okay.
And they're like horseshoed into wetland, like it's a pretty wet area, so they'll definitely, like I told them, they're probably, they're gonna need a notice of intent
Yeah.
for the addition to the house. It goes towards the Nelson Street property, it's off the back.
Right, it backs right up to the Nelson Wetland,
Right.
which, and it may even be close to the Buckosick, I don't know where the,
It is closer.
logistically.
Cool. I will entertain a motion to adjourn at 6:51 PM.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Time flies.
Adjourned.
Wait. You
I made the motion.
Who-
Uh,
I
make
said
the
I'll
motion,
entertain the motion,
Yeah,
yeah.
I second it.
Seconded.
but there was no motion made.
Can I do
You
that? I
you asked
entertain-
for
so moved and then second. So we need somebody to move, you said
So moved.
second, okay.
See?
See, I can do that.
See, you can do that.